Good morning. So, do I need to give up alcohol to achieve my weight loss goal? This comes up quite a lot, and I think this stemmed from a conversation I had the other day when they then said, I think I just need to give up alcohol because nothing's shifting, I'm not losing weight. Now, firstly, we've got to consider that alcohol does contain calories, like everything, and it contains 7 calories per gram. To put that in perspective, a gram of fat contains 9 calories, a gram of carbohydrates contains 4 calories. So in the middle there, alcohol contains 7 calories. But obviously with alcohol, it just makes you hungrier, if anything. It doesn't like keep you full up, whereas obviously things like carbohydrates and fats would. So just consider that to start. But we know that for weight loss, we have to achieve a calorie deficit. So given we have to achieve a calorie deficit, this could put a dent in it, but equally, as long as you're in a calorie deficit, it doesn't really matter whether you drink or not. This is health effects aside. I'm not talking about the actual health, potential negative impacts of alcohol. There are positives as well. But more around weight loss with this, okay? So I want you to consider a few questions on here, whether, what to do with this. There's no doubt, number one, that alcohol contains calories. So if you are increasing it or having it in your diet, then you've got to make room for it. So if you are, say, you're tracking calories, you would need to consider that that's going to contribute to your calories, and that will impact whether you lose weight or not. Number two, you've got to consider that quite often, if you have alcohol, you may be hungrier. If you are hungrier, you're more likely to eat more or feel like you're not as satisfied as you could be. This could then lead to you eating more. Number three, if it does impact your sleep and you have a worse night's sleep, then again, you've got to consider that you could wake up the next day a bit more tired, lacking energy, which could increase your hunger. Now, there's some side of this though, where then we go on to the conversation. It's like, I wouldn't even bother starting if I had to give it up. The weight loss wouldn't even be worth it. And that's fine. This is where we've got to tweak, find that happy medium, because quite often people are willing to make compromises. They were like, right, I can fit it into my lifestyle then. Probably need to drink a bit less. Cool. Fine, that will have some health benefits as well, not to mention make the weight loss a bit easier. And the great thing about that is it might be the only change you need to make to lose the weight, which is quite cool. And so we then look at, okay, how can I drink less? I could go weekends. I could drink more slowly. I could mix in maybe some non-alcoholic for every alcoholic. There's lots of options on here. And there's some obstacles thrown in. My other half just comes in, chills to chill out. We have a drink. We've always done it. And I was like, what? The psychosocial benefits of that could actually be quite healthy. Then when we go into it though, say it's a bottle of wine or 4 drinks on there, it's like, do I need 4 drinks? Do I get much more from the 3rd or the 4th? Or do I get everything from the first 2? Everything I need to calm down, chill out, to relax, have a bit of a chat, do kind of our evening routine, catch up, and it's quite a nice thing to do. Does the 3rd and the 4th bring me anything more? Is it worth trying this and actually seeing how do I feel the next day? And then we've got to consider that as well. And how much of this is actually just a habit and that we justify with potentially other reasons. I just have to do it for them. It's something we've always done as well. This is where a bit of honesty comes into it. It's good to reflect on this stuff as well. Finally, I want to leave you with this, is that how do you feel the next day? Does it impact your energy levels? Is it worth booking in? I know a few, the people we work with at Fruci Fit often say, I love booking in the morning sessions because especially at weekends, because it forces me not to drink too much the night before. So I'm actually getting up in a good state. So in short, you do not need to give up alcohol to lose weight. In fact, when I think back to when I got married, stag do, in and around that time, I did a physique competition where I have to be as lean as possible. And you can fit it in, all right, but you do have to compensate, put it that way. Anyway, you will need to fit it into your lifestyle in some ways, and there's no problem with doing that. You don't need to give it up. It's about creating that sustainable lifestyle for you, and also questioning choices and actually being aware of the choice we make. Sometimes is it actually psychosocially beneficial for us? Sometimes is it just out of habit? And it does come down to, does it fit your lifestyle, yes or no? So I hope that helps. And that's the type of thing we would discuss in our one-to-one in our 28-day kickstart, which flexible start date this week and next week. If you are interested, just send me a message with kickstart on our next 28-day kickstart for women 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s and 40s. You want to get in shape, get fit, but have a bit of fun doing so, and have that bit more accountability and a plan in place to make sure that you essentially do the things that you know you need to do. So send me a message with kickstart if you're interested in that. Any questions, let me know, and I'll see you soon.